Hey guys, what's going on? Mcoc here, and today we have two solos in EOP. This is on the right path or the bottom path, whatever you want to call it, the path that starts with Dormammu. And before anyone asks, I can't go back in here and do a bunch more solos on the other side or for the longer path where you have to do all 16 fights. This was on my live account. We do not have access to EOP on the CCP beta. So I had to do this all with my hard-earned revives and potions, and it was quite taxing to get here. And then these fights took a couple of attempts. I'm not going to lie and act like these were first try solos. I had to do a couple game restarts to actually get into the rhythm because it's been a couple of weeks since I actually did any of these EOP fights. But Spidey Supreme is actually really good for this Kraven, and he's also great for the Ikaris. So we're starting off here against Kraven, and it's not the easiest fight in the world, but Spidey has an interaction with unblockable buffs to where he can ignore his astral form cooldown when it comes to these unblockable attacks. You just have to be wary about it still sometimes because it's not always going to trigger his astral form if Kraven tries to attack you with the unblockable. Right there, I knew I'd be fine getting in there with a medium attack because I go into my astral form, and then right there I use my astral form to get a heavy attack to refresh or get rid of that unstoppable buff that he had. The whole goal here is to not knock Kraven down with your special attacks and your special 2. By doing this, you kind of just want to do medium into special 2 like I did right there and delay it just a little bit so he has time to react with a block. And then you're going to get rooted a lot, so you got to be careful and know how to evade while rooted. And then you could also use your special attacks to, unroot or get rid of that trap. So I'm going to try to do that here after I get an attack in, but I screw up and I dash into the trap. It's not a big deal. There's room for error in this fight, so you can, if you're decent, you could still get away with a solo if you mess up, but it's not like the easiest fight in the world. None of these fights in EOP are super easy, but that's pretty much the rotation here. You just want to, play aggressive. Know that your astral form will save you sometimes. You could do that to push him to a special 2. There's a lot of cool ways you can play around this fight with the unblockable buff there. So I will meet you guys at the Ikaris fight. I'll have a timestamp for each fight so you guys can just skip to them if you guys want to. But yeah, I'll meet you guys at the Ikaris fight. So next up we have Ikaris. This guy is actually super straightforward. So Kraven took me quite a few attempts, a lot of manual restarts so I don't die and have to do the first 4 fights again. This guy I got on my second try. So the first try I got clipped by, I think, a medium attack, and then he hit me like 2 or 3 more times. So half my health was gone. And you could still recover from that if you're doing that with a normal run. But I wanted to, you know, come back in here at full health. So I restarted the game, healed the full, because these power detonations will take about half your health if you do not throw a special attack while they're, you know, when they expire. So the whole game plan for this fight is to just knock him down to get rid of that protection, and then play Spidey Supreme how you normally play Spidey Supreme. It's actually super straightforward. And a little tip that you guys might want to try to do if you do this for your Spider-Verse runs: when you throw light attacks into Ikaris, when he's at 10 energize, or you know, actually just any light attacks, he tries to gain a buff, which is the energize. That will ramp up your spider seal, or not your spider seal, your spider totems, and that will ramp your you know, totem count up, get you to the blessing of the spider totem faster. So it's really something that you should be doing, then just, you know, throw in as much lights as you can. But you also don't want to push this guy to your special, or to his special 2. And you know, if he's at 10 energize, he will gain an unblockable buff, and that unblockable buff will trigger the astral form. But I did not want to find out if Ikaris special 2 animation was longer than my blessing of the astral form. I don't know how long his special 2 is, but I didn't want to find out and eat a bunch of incinerates. So it reminds me of that one TikTok where I saw that one dude, the bald guy wearing glasses on a whiteboard with like a straight line. The more you mess around, the more you'll find out. And I was not in the mood to mess around after my countless attempts with Kraven. So I just want to get this fight down as cleanly as possible, no issues, and you know, I just want to get this little video out for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are still looking to do your Eternity of Pain Karina's runs, and Spider-Man Supreme is great if you want to go for the right path, because you kind of really want a Mystic Champ to take Ikaris, because they deal with his energize damage. When he has 10 energize, or no, it's 6 or more energize, I think. When he throws a special and he doesn't convert his energize to a different buff, he deals damage to the opponent, which is like a ridiculous defender mechanic. But you know, Mystics ignore that. So Spidey's really good for this. He's also great for Kraven. You could use Stealthy for Penny, and you could use probably Stealthy for Scorpion as well. I know Stark Enhanced Spider-Man works for Scorpion, but you also kind of want Spider-Man 2099 if you're going to be doing this, because that will give you the easiest run at Thanos that you will ever have. I hated the Thanos fight. That's the reason it's not in this video, because if you guys are doing the Spider-Verse run, I really suggest using Spider-Man 2099 for it. You know, if you go left, Spider-Man 2099 is good for Dragon Man, and then he's also good for Thanos, so he's not dead weight. When I did my Spider-Verse run, I did not have Spider-Man Supreme, so I used Starkey, Spider-Man 2099, and Stealth Enhanced Spider-Man. So Stealthy was for Terrax, and I think that was it. No, I also used him for Hercules. And then I used, I think, Venom Pool for the first 3 fights. But Starkey was great for Mcoc and Blade. I know a lot of people want to use Miles, and that's fine. I just don't like using Miles. But the Spider-Verse challenge, if you have the right champs, is one of the easier challenges. So I'm going to wrap up the video here. I'm going to let the rest of this fight play out. But if you guys are still here watching and you're not already subscribed, hit that button for me. 75% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed, so it would help my channel out a little bit if you guys would hit that button, and it would, you know, mean a lot to me. So you know, that's it for me. If you guys enjoyed, hit like, and I'll see you guys for the next video or stream. Peace out.